So this is
Yeah.
pretty much how it works, right? So we create the ad, we create the copy. The ad is from your page, whether it's your company name or your personal name. Right here, it's a
Mm-hmm.
personal name. It doesn't matter. We get to choose that on the onboarding.
Mm-hmm.
And then we create the creative, we create the primary text, the headline, and all these things are things that we test like on an ongoing basis to
Mm-hmm.
drop the cost per lead down.
Mm-hmm.
And also you can keep testing these things to better the quality of the leads. Like for
Mm-hmm.
instance, the first month of us running Facebook ads for media traffics, it's not like right now running ads. The first month we had a lot of crappy leads. We had because Facebook didn't even know what kind of people is our audience. But
Mm-hmm.
once you narrow down your audience, like right now, if you give me a list of all of your customers, then
Mm-hmm.
that will save you 3 months in advance because we can make a custom audience of all your customers and we tell Facebook, we want people that look like these guys. So now, if you create an ads for these guys, they're more likely to sign up for it because they look like your customers. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Just like when you saw our ad, like our ad usually attracts people that have set up their own ads in the past. They've
Mm-hmm.
bought leads in the past, and it just
Mm-hmm.
didn't work for them. Now they want their own system, and
Mm-hmm.
literally every single lead we get, that's the story. But before, when we first started, no, we would get like different people, different industries, you know. So it's just that's how it is. But our goal with every campaign is dropping that cost per lead down. Like for instance,
Mm-hmm.
right here, it started at $11, which
Mm-hmm.
is still good. Like $11 a
Mm-hmm.
lead, you can still make money if you're a good closer.
Mm-hmm.
But this was a learning stage. And then we dropped it from $10, 11 to $1.50. That's
And
when
so
you
when you're
have,
giving this to Facebook, do you just give them the names and they look at the profiles and then they decipher their analytics and how to match people like that?
so the way it works with Facebook is there's something called custom target audiences.
Mm-hmm.
So in the big, like you can put a list of everybody who did business for you in the last 10 years. And you tell Facebook, I want people that look like these guys. So
Mm-hmm.
if your list, these emails and these phone numbers have a Facebook account, they will match them with that people and match what people look like them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So and then it starts showing your ads to these people only. And every time
Okay.
somebody sees the ad and they fill out the information, you get charged $1.50.
And why is it $1.50 instead of $2? Like you said, you said you're tricking Facebook, but it
Yeah.
sounds like you're just literally setting up a funnel on Facebook pages, right?
You pretty much yeah, your funnel is pretty much in the instant form, you know.
So Facebook has so you use the Facebook instant form, and then you fill out all your info there. And so how do they know that you didn't take it off Facebook and do what you're doing? You know what I mean?
So there's a trick actually in the form builder. It's not a trick, it's just like something simple. There's an
Yeah.
option where after people fill out the form, they get to download something, right? When you
Yeah.
put that option for them to download something, Facebook thinks that they're still on the platform, but the download link is actually the booking appointment link. So they're going to book an appointment with you right after they became a lead, not to download something. So that little trick right there tricks Facebook to think, okay, this guy's keeping the whole experience of his customers on Facebook, so let's reward him with more attention.
Really?
Let's give him more impressions. Let's give him more reach. And also, like, sometimes we do get reach, but we don't get leads. So usually there's issues with the form, there's issues with the offer or the targeting. So we have to fix that by creating other ads, creating different tests, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I see the difference.
And everything is happening on your ad account, by the way. You get to own everything. You own all the ads, you own the copy, the rights, everything. Um, and it's very exclusive to you because they're seeing your ad and they sign up to your ad. It's not like, you know, they're going somewhere else.
Okay.
Like when you sign up
Um.
on our ad,
Yeah.
we contacted you, not like some other company, you know?
Yeah, no, no, I see what you mean. It's not like a set an appointment and then it's you guys doing your marketing through another company. You guys are doing your own marketing because that's the way I want to do it. I want to be able to be like, hey, you want to sit down with a CIG specialist, you can sit down with one, right? You like, and that's what I want. And I was looking for ways to increase like show up rate. Like I'm sure you guys do appointments, right? Like what's your show up rate on your appointments for this?
Our appointments, show up rate is 80% if you're using our Kenji follow-up sequences.
Yeah.
But if you're not using those sequences that we have tested and pretty much proven, then we can't
Mm-hmm.
guarantee anything. Um, Also, if you're using like another CRM that doesn't do follow-ups by time, then that's another thing that's out of our control.
Well, yeah, no, the software we have is owned by us, developed by us, and
So
controlled
it
by
does
us. So
follow-ups
yeah,
like by like minute per minute, every 5 minutes before the appointment. It does all that.
it has the capabilities. I haven't programmed it yet. That's what I'm working on. It's like I'm in works right now, so that's why I'm meeting with people. But yes, that is something that's being developed at the moment. It's not active, but it's being developed. Yeah.
Cool, no worries. Well, I mean, you guys don't have to use our CRM. It's definitely an option. Um, but this is some of the reviews also from some of our clients, recent and old reviews. And then if you click on this, it's going to ask you to pick your plan, and it's pretty
Mm-hmm.
much going to go over these two plans that we have.
Mm-hmm.
The done with you, which is 4,900 one time, and then you get a lifetime access to Kenji.
Mm-hmm.
But the text and the calls of credit are not free because this is subjective. It could be thousands of text. It could be just a couple hundreds of text and calls.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is you have two implementation calls where we actually set this up with you, so you get to learn how it's set up.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, 3 account reviews, 30 minutes each, to review your account, see how we can, monetize, make ads better and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get a membership area to learn on how to actually set this up. We have videos with like probably 30 agency owners. Like agencies actually come to us so we can teach them this lead generation system so they
Mm-hmm.
can drop their cost per lead down and make more money selling leads pretty much.
Yeah, 100%. Okay.
So that's why
Mm-hmm.
what we do. So we have a lot of videos in that space with these guys if you want to do the done with you. And then
Do you guys only do Facebook though? Yeah, right? Like
Facebook,
you.
Instagram, and we run Google ads as well if you want.
Okay. Okay.
But we do the Google ads for free because they're really simple. There's not much to it, you know.
Yeah.
It's just a headline and a description and keywords. But I don't recommend Google ads.
Yeah.
It's I was talking to a guy earlier. He was saying it's
Mm-hmm.
really expensive. There's
Mm-hmm. It is.
higher intent behind it, but there's
Mm-hmm.
like a click is $30 per click.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't want to
Yeah.
pay $30 a click when I can get $2 a lead, right?
Yeah. 100%.
If the lead doesn't convert at the moment, they're gonna convert later. I have their info, right? We can
Mm-hmm.
follow up, you know. So a
Yep.
lead for me is more important than a click, even if it's higher intent.
Okay.
So
How in depth can you get your stuff? Like how much info can I really pull off of this? Like, is there a good way to like, okay, start the process and the follow up, and then be like, okay, enter in all your health information, enter in all of this, enter in all of this, enter in all of this, and then and then you'll get a follow up, right? You know what I mean? Like to mitigate the amount of time I have to spend on the phone with them for them to fill in ads as much as possible. What's the most in depth you've had ads that are successful?
so in the initial like lead generation process, you want it to be as simple as possible. But
Mm-hmm.
once you take them to the next step, which is booking an appointment,
Mm-hmm.
that's when you want to pre-qualify them as much as you can. And when you call them, and let's say you have your assistant or virtual assistant calling them, that's when you start pre-qualifying people,
Okay.
not on the front end. Because on the front end, you want to have volume coming in. Because somebody could sign up and they're not signing up for themselves. They sign it up maybe for their mom,
Mm-hmm.
for their dad or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you call them on the phone and you get to talk to them, now it's a whole different story. But if you
Mm-hmm.
put a whole wall in front of them in the front end, you're blocking that opportunity. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So you get their info first and then you qualify them. And if you can get
Yep.
their info at $1, $3, that's fantastic because you gain a lot of leads every day to filter from.
Now, do you do any sort of volume discount?
What do you mean volume discount?
Like if I wanted 100,000 leads,
We don't
it'd be
sell,
different.
so that's the thing. I don't have leads to sell you. So we sell the actual system that gets the leads. But on Facebook, it's like you can do unlimited ad spend, but not from the get-go. From the get-go, if you have a new ad account, you're gonna have a threshold. It's gonna be $25 a day. Then it's gonna be 50. Then it's gonna be 100. And that threshold increases as they trust you more as a business.
Okay.
And then one day you can spend like $1,000 a day on ads, like we do. We spend 1,000. Sometimes we spend 500. It just depends on how slow we are, how busy we are. And the more you spend, the more leads you get, the more appointments you get. And that's how you scale up. I have some clients that do 50,000 a month, and they started with like 500 a month. But they scaled and they scaled, and now they get better leads, so they spend more.
Yeah, 6 months I was doing 2,000 a day. I get it.
Yeah.
Marketing's expensive.
Yeah. So this is the done for you, which is another package that we do. It's 4 months program. If you don't get our CRM, it's going to be 57 instead of 87, 5,700 one-time payment, or it can be split into 3 months or 4 months. You get a media buyer to buy the ads. You get a content creator to create the content to match your offer, because we want people to see it, and then if they resonate, if they feel like they want that service, then they will sign up for it.
Okay.
So that's what the job of the content
Yep.
copywriter, to write the copy of the ads, like what does it actually say, right? That's really important. I think that's the best investment we've ever made into our agency, is hiring this person to write our ads. Because
Yeah, that's me.
our clients happy. That's what gets the leads. That's what gets us the leads as well. So
yeah, that's the psychology. That's me. That's what I do. I do the psychology behind words and phrases.
Exactly. That's the most important thing in marketing, in my opinion.
Yep. Yep. And they're paying me to do my PhD in it. So yeah.
So yeah, you can help us out with that too. Like we can run some copy. We can send it to you for review. You review it. You make your edits. You send it back to us. And that way we can make it really, really good.
Yeah, my stuff's more focused neurological, so it doesn't require testing. I use hard science. It doesn't require testing. It has 100 years of testing or thousands of university studies and stuff like that. I use hard science.
That's
yeah.
Beautiful, man. I'm excited to learn from you, honestly, at this point.
Yeah.
I want to see what you got, man. I want to learn.
Well, I'm all about growth and being better tomorrow than I am today. So I'm not anywhere close to where I will be in the future. So hopefully in the future I can teach you something more. But for now, I'll stick to where I am until I have a PhD. But yeah, the flow of that, the pre-qualified, I'm trying to mitigate time for my agents and time for my specialists, because I don't want to waste 2 hours of going through leads to find the one that wants to talk. I want ones showing up and being ready to have the appointment, and it just being that. And so I need something along those lines. Now, your whatever 5,700 one-time payment, that's like, so, and I see you had like a 3 or 4 month thing in there, right? Like, so like 5,700 for 4 months or 3 months or whatever it is. After that, do I have to pay another 5,700 for like another quarter?
Nope. So our ideology is, in this 4 months, is to find you an ad that's not only getting good leads, but at a reasonable price. And we'll be like, okay, this is the ad that's responsible for all the leads. This is the one. This is the one that's working. And this is how you scale it up. This is how you scale it down. This is how you turn it off and on. And then you can pretty much manage it on your own. Now, if you're like, Yousif, I'm too busy, but you guys are doing amazing, I want you to keep managing it. It's only going to be $4.99 a month. for management and upkeep.
500 bucks management and upkeep.
Option.
Okay. What kind of I guess attention do we get? Do we have someone that's like our case manager that runs 5 others? Do we have you that runs the entire company? What kind of?
You have me as your marketing manager.
Okay.
And I'll be making sure that the copywriter, the content creator, media buyers are all doing their job. And then you will have like a link where you can book an account review whenever you feel like it. You book an account review like this on Zoom, and you get a link. You get a text message, hey, this is, starts in an hour or whatever. You just join the call and we review your account. Hey, what's going on? How can we improve quality? What kind of questions can we add in front and on the front end? And by the way, it's not like we can't add qualifying questions on the front end. We can, but in the beginning, you don't want to add anything. You just want to make it easy for them to come in. And then as you have more data, then you can start stacking up some questions on the front end. Like for instance, one of our question is, are you serious about investing in your business? Yes, I am. And the other answer is no, I'm just messing around. So if they're messing around, they're not primed to actually go through with the form, right?
Yep.
So we can put some kind of questions in there to pre-qualify people ahead of time.
Yeah. Are you going to show up? Yes, I will. That kind of stuff.
Yes. Are you going to show up? Yes, I will. No, I'm playing. Or no, I'm just wasting time or something like that,
Yep. No, I'm following. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. So how quick can you have this up and running?
Well, we can, like, as soon as we do the onboarding, sometimes we run the ads in the same day.
Okay. I like that answer.
Yeah.
I don't like moving slow. I fucking hate that.
Either, man.
Well, that's why I asked about like what kind of support do I have, because if I want something like done, I don't want to be fighting on my phone just trying to get a pickup, right?
Yeah, no. You have me as your support. You have my assistant, who's pretty much 24/7 available, and he's even like better than me when it comes to like actually, like giving you like all of his attention, because sometimes I get messages and texts from all of my clients at once. So he's really good at making sure that you're getting everything you need, and he knows everything about the system. So you have access to my assistant, you have access to me, and on the board, on the Trello board, you have access to the copywriter and the content creator. You can copy on the board and ask them for stuff. Like, hey, I want content, I want you to edit this, I want you to do that. And then of course you can schedule an appointment whenever you want for an account review. There's no like ahead of time or something. Like you can schedule an appointment like same time, like an hour from now, if you wanted to.
Okay.
That's the kind of support we have.
Yep. Okay. That's good. And do you guys work with any like house marketers? Like do you work with any companies that have like a marketer in-house that's there 24/7 and you guys just do the lead gen in conjunction with the marketer?
Yes. I have a ton of companies that they already have marketers, and we work with them. Like we generate the leads, we teach them how to manage it. We teach them what we're doing, how to connect the Facebook leads to the CRM. Because that's another thing that we're going to be having to do with you guys is connecting the lead gen to your CRM that you guys are building.
Yep.
Hopefully it connects with Zapier. Does it do Zapier?
We're Sandbox, so we can do it anyway. We can just adapt to that.
Nice. Yeah, Zapier.
Yep. Like we're legitimate ones and zeros ground up.
Nice. Yeah, Zapier from Facebook to your CRM, and the leads go in real time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, if you guys have a list, it will actually help us a lot. Since you guys been in business for a while, if you provide me with a list, it will save us a lot of time on the setup tech, and it will save us so much time on testing the audience part.
Yeah, dude, I could hand you a list of 10,000 names tomorrow. No big deal. And so that profile would be fixed pretty quick. And then running ads, I basically want to focus on 2 things. One, having high quality people who are ready to do a deal because they had someone knock on their door and sell them junk. And the other thing is I need high-end agents who are ready to stop selling for State Farm at 30% and really want to make
Yeah.
real money. So
I
those
have
two
quite
focuses.
a lot of these agents as
Pardon?
as clients, man.
A
Maybe
lot
one.
of these agents at like 30% in bullshit.
Yeah, I have agents that they're getting good leads and they're making sales, but they're breaking even because their commission is not good.
Well, you know what? Next time you find one of those, you send them my way,
I
because
will.
I will, because that'd be a pretty, this might be even a better partnership than I thought for that little minor thing. Because if you're having agents that are like that, and those are the agents that I'm exactly looking for. So instead of freaking running ads, and you wanted to hand me off that, I'd straight up pay you a fee. Anyone that comes and works for me, this give you $100 and save the ad money, and
Exactly.
or whatever it is. You know what I mean? And I'd be willing to do something like that. But if you have someone be like, well, actually, I just met with a director of operations, and they're 100% independent, free agency. Because what we do is we essentially make all of our agents are their own business, their own franchise.
Nice.
They get all their tax breaks, they get all the advantages of having full comp, and they don't pay anyone to do their job. They pay exact cost of lead. We don't take a cut off it. The exact cost of lead. We're not trying to make money off them trying to make money, right? We only make money when they succeed at a high level. And so like I wrote 25 policies last month and made 20K.
Nice.
Like, and I do, and I'm a manager, I'm the director. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's those are just off referrals and like easy ones, right? So if they really want to make like real money, like I mean, my average commission rate is over 80%.
And they can use their current leads that they have, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. They wouldn't have to pay for them. They could literally get contracted with us, call all their old clients and be like, hey, yeah, I sold you State Farm, but I can just get you like AMAM for like $5 cheaper. And instead of getting paid 30%, they'd be getting paid 100% on that.
Nice. Yeah, a lot of them are 50%.
Yeah, that's why I'm bankrupting FFL agents, because you said chargebacks. Yeah, I'm the one causing them all. I'm charging back everyone who's selling bullshit, and I'm giving the very best for every American. That's what it is.
That's pretty cool. Have you tried a Wise Hire?
Wise Hire?
Wise Hire.
I have not yet.
So Wise Hire is a website that I use and I love to recruit people, whether I want salespeople, whether I want mortgage brokers, whether I want anything, right? I go on there and I post these job postings. So, and what it does, it posts it to 150 other job postings. So you pretty much, you create a job, you add a new job, and you just like, let's say you do life insurance, life insurance agents. I'm gonna do San Diego. Okay. I'm gonna do people that want to make 100 grand, right? Let's say 48. That's the median average of how much life insurance agents make.
Yeah, because in the country, I guess.
In country, yes. So we're gonna do continue. We're gonna do these assessments, and what it will do, it will actually write the posting for you. Like it will pre-create it, and you can just submit it like that, and you're done. And if you connect it to your CRM, which is how I have it set up, when somebody fills out and becomes a new candidate, it comes into my CRM, and the CRM starts following up with them. Hey, thank you for filling out the job application. When's a good time to book an appointment? You know, and I get more submissions on this on Wise Hire than anything else, like Indeed or anything.
Really?
It puts it on there. It puts it on Indeed. It puts it on everywhere, and you can just come in here and kind of look on each applicant and their resumes and see if they're actually qualified, and you give them a call.
When it pops up on the advertising, like on Indeed, does it say Wise Hire is hosting this, or does it say my company?
No, it's gonna say your company.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna say Wise Hire.
Okay.
But yeah, I can give you. I have a link that will give you $100 off, so you can try it. Maybe it could work for you. You never know.
Yeah, take $100 off. I mean, saving a penny is better than a penny earned, right? Penny saved is better than a penny earned, yeah, because you get time, and interest. But the recording of this, I'd really like that if you could send me this over, so I can review details, and go over some stuff, because I did like what you had to say, and I do like the synchronicity of it, because that's what I'm a big fan of. That's why we have our own dialect. That's why we have our own system, CRM, lead gen, like everything. I want everything to be done by us.
Yes.
But there's some parts that I'm 6 months away from minimum. like building out all these funnels and shit like that because I have other projects. But I want them now. I want high-end leads now, and that's what I'm looking to move forward to. And you guys have a working system. So
Yeah, we have funnels
yeah.
too. If you want to like really high-end funnel leads, we do those, you know. I just don't recommend them because like if you haven't run any ads yet, I wouldn't recommend them to start off with because they're very expensive leads. You know, like
Mhm.
up to $50 a lead, you
Mhm.
know. And I've tested both, by the way. I've tested $50 leads and I've tested $2 leads. And usually they're sort of similar, you know,
Mhm.
because they usually, some of them will, some of them won't, even if they fill out a long form, you know.
Mhm.
So so yeah, we can start off with the lead form, start getting some volume in, start seeing the quality, and then
Mhm.
as they come into the funnel, we qualify them when they book an appointment. We qualify them on the funnel by creating surveys. Like for instance, this one right here was created by us as well. Let me show you. Janae Robinson. Oh, there you go. So this is we call it a qualifying funnel. It has a logo that was created by us, by the content creator team, and then a survey where people can fill out a few questions. And this survey was created on Kenji, so everything is connected. And once
Mhm.
they fill out this few information that they have to answer, they get
Mhm.
to fill out their info and become a lead. So that's something I recommend doing to pre-qualify people.
Mhm.
Because people have short attention span. If you're gonna put a whole form in front of them like this big on the front
Mhm.
end, you're losing a lot.
Yeah,
You're
100%.
out on a lot of people.
100%.
So that's what I recommend doing as far as like qualifying them after they become a lead.
Yeah, no, I like that.
So yeah, and then you
Oh,
can see people from Google, from anywhere to this funnel to get qualified.
yeah, sorry. Yeah. They're all-